Hey everybody, this is Sean. I want to talk to you guys concerning depression. This is something that I have been battling with for the past 22 years of my life. It has been a crazy road. Um, it's going to shock a lot of my family members because they didn't know. They had no idea that I was battling with depression because I really don't talk about it. Only a few know that I've battled with depression for so long. Um, and what really used to bother me was when I felt down and I didn't want to smile and I didn't want to laugh, everybody would say, "Oh, she's having a pity party," and it was deeper than that. It was deeper than that, way deeper than that. But nobody really seemed to understand that. Nobody understood. I was battling with something in my mind. I was fighting something in my mind. My mind can go so many places. There are times that I would lay up at night and it would be on me so hard to the point of I was like, okay, Lord, why did you put me here? And I would always ask that question, God, why am I here? And excuse me of what I'm about to say, but I was like, God, sometimes I feel like you put me on this earth to make an ass out of me. And that's how I felt. Because it was like good things were happening for everybody around me, and I was getting completely overlooked. Um, and it seemed like I'd always got the crappy end of the stick. That's how I felt. Regardless of what it was, I felt like I was nothing but a joke. And I just wanted to end it all. I wanted to kill myself. I contemplated on slitting my wrists, hanging myself. I don't have a gun, so I can't blow my brains out. I wanted to go out in the middle of traffic. This the biggest one was wanting to go out into the middle of busy traffic and pray that I got hit by a car and it hits me hard enough that it kills me. I wanted to die because I was tired. And it gets you to that point sometimes to where you feel like you're tired. And I know somebody's gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, "Well, why did you put this on YouTube? Why are you talking about this?" Because it needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about. That's the issue with some folk. They tell you what you can and cannot talk about when it comes to battling with depression. This is the main reason why people that battle with it don't say anything. They keep their mouths closed. They don't say anything. They keep it on the hush from people because the once you open your mouth and you talk about what it is that you've been fighting and the things that you have been battling with, as far as the depression is concerned, once you start talking about it, they tell you, "Oh, you don't need to be talking about this. Nobody needs to know about that. Nobody cares about your pity party and all this stuff." And it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. Recently, I've had issues with it. Recently, as a matter of a few days ago, recent depression hit me so hard, um, to a point to I even got on Facebook asking everybody to pray for me because it had hit me that hard, and it's really hard, and it's just like I want people to understand that depression is nothing to be taken lightly. It's not. If you know, if you knew of the struggle that people who are dealing with depression, if you knew of what was going on in our heads, if you understood, you wouldn't say the things that you say. You wouldn't take it so lightly. People are actually taking their own lives, and what really gets me is this: when you see the person has taken their lives, then you have concern. Don't wait until that person has killed themselves, have committed. Don't wait until they have committed suicide to feel concerned. Don't do that. I'm not saying this for everybody else because there are a lot of people that have been trying to reach out to those that have. been battling with depression. There are those that have, but those that keep brushing it off, when you see that this person is hurting, when you see that this person is broken, and then they turn around and take their own lives, and then you all crying and boohooing and saying, okay, well, why didn't you talk to me? Why did you say? They have been trying, but you didn't want to listen because you were so caught up in what you wanted to do, and you were so caught up in your little world. It didn't matter to you what somebody else was feeling. So now they have gone, they're gone, and now you want to be attentive to what they were dealing with. It's too late for that because they're gone. They can't talk to you now. But I guess that's how it is when it comes to some people. It has been a really hard battle. And now I'm speaking from me, Christian point of view. Sometimes we don't want to be preached to. Sometimes we just need a word of encouragement. Sometimes we need someone to encourage us. And I know they encourage yourself. Sometimes that's hard when a person is battling depression. They all saying encourage yourself, pray for yourself. Sometimes that's hard because I remember there are times that I have been in a place of not wanting to pray, not wanting to talk to God because I'm like, okay, what's the point? Because the more I pray, the more I get before God, the more I read my word, the more I fast, the worse things seems to get. So I got to the point where I said, you know what? I'm just going to give up on it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. I can't. And I stopped. And it I don't know, it's not really a good feeling when it hits you. I'm good today. I'm good today, but I knew I have my days. I have my good days. I have my bad days. I have my days where I'm good. I'm joking and carrying on. And then I have my days when I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to do anything but just sit in quiet. There are times that I can listen to music and it helps out a lot. Music helps me. Um, Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. I just want people to see. I want people to see me. And I want people to see those that are hurting, those that are broken. It's not the time to be selfish. Now's the time to be there for those that need it. Sometimes a hug, sometimes a hug, it's really, sometimes a hug is the most powerful, a hug is the most powerful thing. If one person could go to someone that is dealing with depression and just hug them and tell them everything is going to be okay, it could change their lives and it can change their point of view. It can keep them from doing something drastic. It's all it takes. One hug can happen. One hug can help. Trust me. I wish someone would come to me and put their arms around me and say, Sean, it's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. I don't want to hear you need to get over yourself. You need to grow up. You need to get out of your feelings. I don't want to hear that no more. I don't. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear it, basically. I just don't want to hear it. I want to hear it's going to be okay. I want to feel somebody put their arms around me and say, Sean, you're good. It's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Hold on. Stay strong. Because sometimes I don't want to be strong. Sometimes I want to break down and shed tears. I want to break down and cry just like everybody else. Everybody else has a chance to or has that right to express their feelings and show their emotions and cry their eyes out. Why can't I? But of course, If you never dealt with it, you wouldn't understand. If you never battled with depression, you wouldn't get it. Don't be so quick to assume that you know what a person is dealing with. You can't just look at a book cover and assume that you know the whole story behind it. You can't. You have to open up that book and read it. Same goes with people with depression. You can't just look at them and assume. You can't. Take depression seriously. It's a matter of life and death. I'm done talking. Goodbye.